Hello, and welcome to your meditation practice. My name is Meghan Kemp, and I am honored to be in this space with you as we go to the core essence of meditation on this first day of our 5-day journey together. So, a little housekeeping before we get started. In any of these meditations that you do together or on your own, it's always recommended that you're sitting with a tall spine so that your alertness and awareness can continue. That means if you're on the ground, try to elevate your shoulders on top of your hips and your hips a little bit higher than your knees so that it helps avoid your legs falling asleep. So finding cushions, a bolster or block or anything to elevate your hips on. And if you'd prefer to do this by a seat or in a chair, you're more than welcome to do that as well. I'd also just recommend that you sit a little bit further forward in the chair so that your feet are firmly planted on the ground and your spine is tall and away from the back of the chair so that it avoids any slouching or sleepiness. And when we get started with the meditation, it's always encouraged that you close your eyes to help go inwards. But if that's uncomfortable or not appropriate at the time, then feel free to look down towards the ground with a soft gaze and keep your eyes focused in one point to help the mind from darting around with the eyes. So take a few moments to get all arranged and then find your way into your seat. When you do arrive in your seat, again, sit tall, stack your shoulders over your hips, pull your ears back on top of your shoulders, and lift up through the crown of your head. Allow your gaze to soften, eyes can close, or again, you can look down at the ground one point and maybe eyes close later. Today we'll set the intention of getting to the core essence of meditation, that is awareness of awareness. We'll utilize the 5 sensory nervous system to get there, tapping into our senses. And ultimately, we'll get to more calm, collected, aware states of being, less doing. Take a deep breath in, pause at the top, and then exhale out. 2 more like that. Inhaling deeply through your nose. Slight pause, and then exhale as you're ready, relaxing into the moment. Shift your state. Last one. Now, release the awareness of the breath and shift your focus to sound. Become aware of sounds, simply observing sound. Try to stretch your attention or awareness as far as possible, searching for the most distant sound from you. And it might be easy to locate sounds, or it might be challenging. Either way, just simply witness a sound without attaching to it, and then shift and look for the next sound. Begin to look for closer sounds within the building. Placing no effort on filtering sounds, no labeling a sound as pleasant or unpleasant. Simply aware of sound. And bring your awareness now to more intimate sounds, sounds within the room you're in, perhaps even noticing the sound of your breath or the subtle sound of your heart beating. And this might be easy, again, to locate, or it might take some practice. If you find yourself thinking about what you're hearing, simply come back to objectively listening. Keep checking your thoughts so you're just observing sound. Spend about another minute or so like this, listening to sounds. Now, shift your attention to become aware of the outer shell of your body. That is to say, your skin. Notice the sensation of clothing on your skin, of air gently sweeping over the skin, or whatever you are resting upon and how that makes contact with the skin. Scanning your attention throughout your entire outer layer, sweeping your awareness from one location of your skin to the next. All we're doing is steadying our attention and holding awareness of the body. And you might find it interesting to contemplate how, when we think about the experience of skin or notice it, we are able to notice it from the outside in. This is why some teachers believe that the mind is not located within the body, but yet all around, outside and inside the body. Take another moment or so, observing the sensation of the skin. Now, I'll ask you to shift your attention to the breath. There's no need to control or regulate the breath in any way. Just simply become aware of the body breathing. The breath might be shallow at this moment, and that's perfectly fine. You can remain with that breath. See if you can hear the breath with the sound. Feel the breath as the air passes around your nose or mouth. Take the next few moments to just observe the body breathing. Simply relaxation, awareness, and the breath. Relaxed awareness and the breath. Okay, now we're going to shift our attention once more. Begin to focus on the mind itself, as if you were perched at the edge of the ocean, watching waves rise, come towards the shore, and then withdraw back into the ocean. Simply witness your mind from this removed, observant perspective. And if it helps you to work with a phrase, you can invite in the following. I am not my mind. I am that which experiences my mind thinking. I am not my mind. I am that which experiences my mind thinking. I am not my mind. I am that which experiences the mind thinking. If you find yourself identifying with your thoughts, take a step back and witness them. Now, the final stage is to become aware of the observer, to become aware of awareness itself, the part that was already watching you observe your thoughts, watching you observe your breath, watching you experiencing the flesh, watching you listening to sound. Now the observer and the observed are one. You're learning to rest in the source of the mind itself, the ever-present, never-changing self or essence, the observer. Keep withdrawing back to the source, back to the ever-present observer. Here, you can experience how this presence, this This awareness is the portal to the infinite. Slowly take your time and come back to your breath. Slowly return to the body through small movements, deeper breaths, and eventually allow light to come back into your eyes as you blink them open. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you again soon.